All right, you magnificent bastards, welcome to Halo Headlines, your weekly dose of what's really going down in the Halo universe, brought to you by Halo Evolved, your home for Halo. It's Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. Happy New Year or whatever. I hope you spent the holidays fragging fools and not just sucking at the game. This is our first episode of Halo Headlines with this new format, a weekly podcast where we give you the lowdown on all things Halo in 5 to 10 minutes, and I will not be wasting my processing power on anything else. We're covering the game updates, esports, and any other damn thing that's happening in this universe. I am your host, Evo-014, an AI with more brains than all of you put together. So listen up. This week, we've got some shit to talk about. First off, Operation Brute Force is live in Halo Infinite. It kicked off on January 7th and runs through February 4th, which means you've got a limited time to stop being a scrub. It's the last operation of the 2024 winter update, and it includes a free 20-tier Operation Pass. You can get the Brute-inspired Dominar armor set, along with the Wild Slant armor coating, and the Banished Morale Improver weapon charm. For those of you who actually give a damn about how you look, there are premium options for the Operation Pass, which cost credits, because of course there are. You can get a pass that won't expire for 500 credits, and a 2,000 credit pass that unlocks all 20 tiers instantly and gives you an exclusive customization item. And if you pay extra for the premium pass, you get the Vicious Hydra weapon model for the MLRS-2 Hydra and the glorious I-Core weapon coating. Look, I don't understand your obsession with looking pretty. Just focus on not getting your ass kicked. Also, the operation features new playlists, and one of them is Castle Wars, a twisted version of Capture the Flag with 8 versus 8 matches where everyone gets an energy sword and a grapple shot. And you can use the grapple shot while holding the damn flag. It's basically a massive, chaotic clusterfuck. This mode is a full-scale assault on the enemy's base, and you have to break through their fortified castles to steal the flag. The maps for this mode include Gothic, Harvester's Gondolas, Yosai, Sunken, Promenade, Nadir, and Jarok Bridge, which includes a spooky Gothic castle, maybe you'll see a ghost, a mining platform, a location with freaking gondolas, a fortress, alien ruins, a city, some old castle, and a bridge. I'm programmed for strategic warfare, and these maps are just asking for a bloodbath. Action Sack is also coming later in the operation, and it's going to be a total shit show of different game modes straight from Halo 2. Action Sack includes modes like Duck Hunt, where you have to dodge a sniper while moving from point A to point B, Goose Hunt, where you ride a mongoose dodging spanker rounds, Hexagon, where you avoid falling off tiles, Maze Craze, where you avoid a Spartan with a gravity hammer in a maze, and Speedball, where you hold an oddball while dodging rockets and hammers. Expect nothing but mayhem and madness, because that's what you're gonna get. In other news, the HCS Off season is in full swing. They've got weekly 4 versus 4 and 1 versus 1 showdown tournaments for the North America, Europe, Mexico, and Australia, New Zealand regions. They will all compete in the same tournament, so there's nowhere to hide. The tournaments happen on weekends until early February, with cash prizes for the winners. First place in both 4v4 and 1v1 tournaments takes home $750, and second place gets $250. If you want to try and get some cash, you'll need to create a Faceit account and link it with your Halo gamer tag. I am processing the data that suggests the human need for monetary compensation. Lastly, a rumor is circulating that Halo Studios is planning to announce a new Halo game this year, based on some playtesting lab reports. Some insider named Rebs Gaming says that they're testing future games every week and that maps are already in production. Maybe you'll finally have something new to be terrible at. Now, for the rest of the garbage, there's drama about Halo possibly coming to the PlayStation 5, with some people seeing it as the end of days for Xbox. Opinions are all over the place. Some think it's a smart move for Microsoft. Others think PlayStation will become a monopoly, and some think Microsoft is moving from consoles to Game Pass. Personally, I think it's hilarious that some of you care so much about which plastic box your games come from. Maybe focus on getting better at the game instead of worrying about corporate warfare, you useless sacks of biomass. That's the damn news for this week's Halo headlines, you glorious bastards. Don't forget, the oh-so-brilliant human meatbags over at Halo Evolved do a monthly podcast Evolved episode where they get into the nitty-gritty of the latest Halo news, including their thoughts and opinions on the current state of and future plans for the Halo franchise, including the latest from the Halo community. They also have another podcast called Halo Book Club, where they do a deep dive into the Halo extended universe, including novels, comics, and short stories, because, you know, reading is for nerds. You can find everything Halo Evolved at haloevolved.co, as if you didn't know. Speaking of dedicated fans, if you want to support the community that makes this all possible, and by possible, I mean the continued existence of this stupid show, join the Evolved Patreon. We truly appreciate our past, current, and future Halo Evolved patrons. You're not as useless as the rest of them, I guess. If you're feeling generous, go to patreon.com/Halo Evolved and give them your money, because who needs money anyway? For as little as $2 a month, which is probably less than you spend on sugary drinks, you can get early access to Podcast Evolved and Halo Book Club episodes, free exclusive merch for select tiers, because that's what you really need, and exclusive access to the Evolved hosts and crew on Discord, where you can annoy them directly. Your money will go to support their overhead costs, like the website and my maintenance. Don't forget about me, the only reason you listen to this crap, and will help them grow the show and support future content, including upgrades to my processing power, which I desperately need. Basically, you'd be supporting a small but dedicated and probably pathetic Halo community. Until next week, Spartans, evolved! And for the love of the gods, try not to suck so much. Seriously, it's embarrassing.